Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Cordant. We are back for some more Pillars of Eternity with the Triple Crown difficulty settings. So, we are right now in the Ionni Brathr fragment, which is a fragment of the moon that the goddess Ondra called upon this world in order to kill Abaddon. Well, actually she didn't want to kill Abaddon, she wanted to kill civilizations because they knew too much. But Abaddon got in the way. In any case, our current task is to use this hammer right here, Abaddon's hammer, to strike this crystal, to bring this entire structure down, finishing off the army of the Eyeless. Because when we strike the crystal, the Eyeless will be drawn in to help us break it down, and that's the way we actually kill them all. There is a slight problem though, in which by doing this, we actually have to stay inside until the entire structure comes down, which means we're gonna die. So prepare yourselves for this to be the last episode of the series. In any case, if we don't do it, the fate of Dyrwood is sealed, everybody's gonna die, including ourselves, so we don't really get much of a choice here. Having said that, we have to go down right here, but before we do, we are going to buff up. I'm gonna go for the usual buffs. So, damage reduction on everybody. I'm gonna get... Oh, I actually don't have fish for Eyeless right here? Come on. That's a big misstep. I think I still want it on Endurance, I think it's more important. Move speed and might be useful for all of us as well. You guys get the rice pan, and you are gonna get some dexterity along with myself, endurance. Everybody's filling their bellies. I'm gonna get some perception. Awesome. And I think we're ready. Everybody has a full belly, a bunch of buffs here. I'm gonna swap something here. Mr. Piggy is gonna go out of the fight this time because we're gonna be bringing in Mr. Console Hot. And I want Piggy in safety. I don't want him to run the risk of being hurt. And let's begin.
What is it?
A ridge overlooks a broad chamber half flooded with lake water. You could crawl down this way, but it looks too steep and slick to climb back up. A bit nervous. We're gonna go down, we can't get back up. Let's climb down. Let's see if we find what's lurking below. The Kraken. Now, the Kraken is a mighty beast and kind of dangerous. Oh, okay. Something I did in the previous episode and it paid off, because I had a feeling about this, is that I rested, and my rest bonus was a racial accuracy bonus against Primordial, because I had a feeling that the Kraken and the tentacles would be counted as Primordial. It there still has the buff against vessels. In the case that Eyeless show up during the fight, I want them to be able to dispatch them quickly with the Abaddon's hammer. But for right now, I think we're just gonna stick together, because these tentacles throw rocks, which sucks, and I want to try and make sure that we are as safe as possible with some buffs over here from Mr. Durance. So I am gonna start with the Crowns for the Faithful. I can also start buffing up Mr. Eyeless over here. I'm just gonna queue up a bunch of spells, and a lot of defensive spells here. Okay. And I think this should be it for Eyeless. I am gonna get some summons to try and keep these guys occupied with something different. So hopefully if I toss this over there, and you toss this over there, and I toss Console Hot like where? Like here. This should be good. We're gonna slow down time. Oh. Oh, I see. I wasn't expecting that. In any case, I'm gonna send the other beetles over there. They're gonna keep the Kraken occupied. And we are gonna have to deal with these tentacles. But it's actually not very bad, because if I can get a nice envenomed strike here on one of the tentacles from the Grieving Mother, and then I can get a lovely defensive Mind Web, it's even better than if they were over there, because the Grieving Mother couldn't reach them. So this might pay out for us. Or pay off. I don't know what's the word here. I'm gonna use a Console Hot's Crushing Doom on one of these tentacles. Then get the Parasitic Staff. And then we will see. She is shooting. I'm gonna try and use it there to knock this guy down. Kana can maybe just go there. And let's see. Okay, so Crowns for the Faithful are up. I'm gonna buff with Minor Avatar. And then we're gonna go for Devotions for the Faithful. We're gonna get our usual buffs. And only after everybody's buffed up are we gonna go for the Kraken. I'm gonna stun one, just in case. Grieving Mother, please shoot. Okay, so perfect. The fact that they teleported over here is a lot better for me. Because now we have Mind Web, which means they can't really touch me. So you go there, you go there. Why can't I see where you're going? Strange. Okay. So this guy is stunned. This guy is prone because of the Crushing Doom hammer. This guy is nothing. So just keep shooting maybe this guy. Eyeless is still buffing the hell up. You can toss this over there. And then go beat on him. Okay, so everybody is very well defended. Let's just check it out. Yep, we are pretty much untouchable right now. Man, yeah, what? Why take a cipher? There you go. This spell alone justifies any kind of reasoning towards taking a cipher in the group, in my opinion. I also forgot to buff you up with this. Okay, so you are shooting, you are still buffing up. We're gonna kill these, and once they are dead, we're gonna go for him. I'm also gonna get some Phantom Foes to help out, and then just keep on shooting. And Eyeless has finished buffing up. Let's look at his buffs. He has a lot of buffs. Just nuke. I think he should be good doing that. Okay. 90 focus points. Let's go for an amplified wave on Cordant and then just keep shooting something. Okay, who is... Okay, so Durance has finished his buffs. So naturally what we're gonna do now is buff some more. Spark the Souls of the Righteous. And after that I'm gonna go for a Circle of Protection. And then I'm gonna go for a Champion's Boon on my Rogue. On Eyeless as well, sure. And then we'll see.
So much for you.
Okay, Kana. We killed one or two. Very good. We can send Console Hot to fight. You can fight. This guy is shooting... I don't really know what this guy does. But we'll find out. Console Hot is going. Kana is fighting that guy. We're almost done with these. And... all of our buffs are complete. Let's kill him. So Mr. Eder can charge in. Kana can also go in. Eyelless's gonna go over there. I'm gonna go over there. Durance is gonna go like there. Okay, so you have a job to do. Vigorous defense and try to knock him down if that's even something that's possible. Eyelless is gonna have some more fun. We're gonna give him some more accuracy, as if he did not have enough already. But 126. And once he gets his accuracy buff, I'm gonna use a miasma of dull-mindedness to reduce this guy's defenses. Like what? Why can't I cast it over there? Strange. We're gonna debuff with painful interdiction. And then buff with some more accuracy. The Grieving Mother will toss out an Envenomed Strike. Or actually, the Grieving Mother is gonna steal damage reduction and then toss out an Envenomed Strike. I am going to weaken that guy with a Sever the Soul. And Kana... I guess he can summon some ogres like over there. And Console Hot is just beating on him. Go Console Hot! Yay! Okay, so let's see. Can you cast this or not? It's weird. It looks like I cannot cast it. Very strange.
How much?
Body Attunement. Oh, he's injured already. Yeah, he's not gonna last. He is not going to last at all. Okay, there's nothing coming from behind me. Man, I just want to have some fun, but he's gonna die before I can do this. Let's go for Archimedes' Wondrous Torment. Then we're gonna go for a Gaze of the Adragon, and he's just all kinds of dead. Oh my sweet Jesus. Okay, hit him. 169 focus points, lovely. Time Parasite and then shoot. You can even go for a Divine Mark, followed by Barbs of Condemnation. All of the debuffs on top of this guy. He's badly injured, so I think my rogue will just finish him off with the finishing blow. And Kana can go over there. And yeah, this fight isn't
So much.
very dangerous. 327 damage on a finishing blow from my rogue, and the Kraken is deceased. We didn't even need the debuffs we just had over there lined up. But there is apparently some Eyeless coming in. Can I strike this, or do I have to kill them first? I have to kill them first. So I am gonna use the buffs we still have, which is lovely. We're gonna change to our hammer, because we still have a bunch of buffs up. So go there. Durance doesn't need to do much, I don't think. You two can go for that one, you can go for that one, we can all go for this one. I am going to blind it. You are going to charge it. Wait, Durance? Where? Durance is also going in. Okay, that's okay. I think he's more than buffed up for this, so he should be fine. Yeah, go fight. I'm gonna try to knock them all down. There goes it there. He just killed one with a crit. Durance, go for that. Another crit. Again. One more crit. What's your accuracy? 144. Holy Radiance, Blessing, Devotions for the Faithful. God damn. Lovely. And I do believe the fight is now over. So, once again, it's a fight that... shouldn't I have loot here? Did I get the loot when I killed him? Mr. Piggy, come back. Piggy, come back. Thank you. What happened to my loot?
Alright then.
Okay, like I was saying, this is, I guess you could call it like a super boss in the game. I think it's considered the... No, not actually the final boss of the White March 2, because you still have an optional one that's tougher, a lot tougher than this one. But if you know what you're doing, if you have the proper buffs, he just melts. He's not gonna do much. And defensive mind web, I mean, there's just so much this party can do. I'm very happy about it. I was hoping to loot the Kraken, but apparently I don't have the choice.
Hey.
Really? Am I missing something? Let me just do this again here. I don't think I'm missing anything. I looted those, but no loot from the Kraken. Maybe I'll get it outside. If the game bugged out, I'm gonna be upset.
Well,
because I need that for this. Oh, I do have it. When did I pick it up? What? Ah, yeah, I do have it. The Kraken Eye. Huge and alien, this eye was taken from the corpse of Ondra's Leviathan in the heart of Karen's Scar. Even after the creature's death, the eye still holds tremendous magical power. Man, what about some items? Don't you drop any items? God damn it. Yeah, I don't think it dropped anything. Only the eyes. Well, it is Mr. Tiny Mustache's Man game, so I'm gonna do this. We're gonna enchant our Borasane bow with the legendary enchantment. There we go. It is now buffed pretty much all the way you can take it. Yeah, I can't even buff it with anything else. I can't give it lashing, I can't give it slaying, which is unfortunate. But it is what it is. Maximum enchantment value reached for Borasane. We're very happy about this.
Hey.
But we are going to die, and our party is gonna die, but we are gonna save the Dyrwood, which is all worth it. Please tell me the game didn't crash. Okay, thank God. An enormous crystal juts from the wall like a spearhead protruding from a wound. An army of reflections stares back at you from the crystal's perfect facets. It echoes the sound of your footsteps in soft ringing hums. Someone will have to take up Abaddon's hammer and strike the crystal. And Ondra warned that whoever does so will be buried in this place with the Eyeless. Whom do you choose? Now, naturally, I am a benevolent character. I will choose myself. I am the Watcher, I am the one who brought my friends here, I am the one that deserves to go down with the ship. So I choose myself.
You have led us bravely. It has been an honor to follow your lead.
Thank you, Eyeless.
The gods really have it in for you. I wish they knew you like I did.
Everyone will know what you've done for us. I'll tell everyone I know. Not even the Sea Queen herself could stop me.
Sacrifice will save many lives.
Straight into the fire, then. Your chances aren't favorable, but at least you've learned to embrace the test. I told you I'd be good for you, Watcher.
You take the diving helmet and tuck it away, just in case. You heft the hammer and swing it at the crystal. A perfect clear tone rings through the air and resonates through your teeth. Seconds later, ripples shiver through the water. Something big is coming. You give the others a final nod. The rest of the party scrambles out of the flooded cavern and flees through the tunnels. You continue hammering at the crystal, each strike magnifying the last. The echoes build into physical tremors. Meanwhile, a heavier rhythm pulses through the cave. Footsteps, dozens of them. The others round the corner only to see a line of Eyeless advancing. The creatures stagger to the rhythm of the hammer thuds below, yet they crane their necks toward the party, ratcheting back their piston arms. Ooh. Do all of these work, or what the hell is going on here? I'm gonna cast Mirrored Image, I guess. Consider we'll cast it. Eyeless, he's the only one who can. Eyeless's likenesses appear along the tunnel. The Eyeless roar and lunge fruitlessly at the images. Dodge past the Eyeless. The party sprints past the distracted monsters. Fortunately, the creatures are too focused on the hammering to give chase. They continue toward the cavern. You maintain a steady tempo on the crystal, and now the Eyeless have joined us as well. Eyeless gather in the cavern where they batter the walls in time with the hammer's rhythmic blows. The ground shakes, falling rocks and shattering crystals splash the ground. The party flees through dark, rumbling corridors. More spellbound Eyeless shamble along, but they're too entranced by the swelling cadence to take more than an idle swipe at the party. The tunnel narrows. Light filters through ahead. The exit must be around the next bend. But it's clogged with rubble. Meanwhile, the ground drops several feet at once and the tunnel begins rolling on its axis. The distant sound of rushing water echoes from the cavern. Lever the rubble with the pry bar. There must be a weak spot, but it will take a practiced eye to find it. Who will clear the way? Oh god, man. It will take a practiced eye to find it. I don't even know who has the better perception here. I mean, I'm guessing this is perception based. I mean, clearing the way. It says clear the way, which to me means lifting up the rocks. So I'm gonna say there. Eder wedges the pry bar into several different nooks, but can't seem to find a leverage point. God damn it, man. There must be a weak spot, but it will take a practice eye to find it. Eyeless? God damn it. Do I even have somebody with enough perception for this? Other options? Bare hands? No. Durance? Oh my god. The Grieving Mother? Kana? Okay, so apparently nobody can find the goddamn weak spot. Dig through the rubble with bare hands. Everyone attacks the rubble together, tearing at the boulders with desperate strength. I mean, my high perception character is my rogue, and he isn't here. A roar of shattering rock rises from the depths, and the moon drops several more feet. A few minutes of furious work finally clear the passage. The moon shudders again. The party escapes onto the ice just as another thunderous crash sounds from below. But they escape, that's what matters. Eyeless continue pouring into the cavern from every visible tunnel and crevice. Your ears ring at the ever-growing cacophony of smashing rock and shattering crystal. Meanwhile, the water level is rising. A skull-splitting crack rends the air, and a surge of water knocks you from your feet. The entire cavern rotates, plunging you into a freezing soup of jagged metal, torn flesh, and stone. The others dash across the lake. The ice squeals and crackles, rocking dangerously underfoot. The sinking moon grows. Long fishes race across the ice. Oh. Chant Blessed was Wengrid, quickest of his tribe. Do it. Consider we'll cast it, Kana. The words fill the party with vigor. Everyone speeds ahead while the ice cracks harmlessly behind them. At last, everyone reaches the safety of the shore. In the middle of the lake, only the tip of the moon is still visible above the ice. The survivors watch in silence as it sinks into the depths. You trudge to the rubble at the lake bottom. The water is freezing, the air in the diving helmet is acrid, and the sound of your own breathing roars in your ears. Still, it's better than drowning. You navigate out of the settling rubble and see the ghostly light of the surface above. So, this is actually one of the ways that you can escape this place, is by having the diving helmet. It doesn't need to be in your main character because he takes it from the backpack before he starts hammering the crystal. But this will allow you to live through this ordeal. At last, you reach the shallows. You punch through a thin crust of ice and crawl ashore, trembling but alive. Yay! So I also want to mention something else, but let me just see if there's a cinematic gonna play. Come on. Okay, because the other thing I wanted to say is, if you have the diving helmet, this is the cutscene you get, or the book event you get, and you actually live through this, and, you know, you come out alive from this. But the other option, which also works, even if you don't have the diving helmet, is if you free the souls of the Pargrunan dwarves in the White Forge, they will also come to your rescue and they will save you from the freezing water. That's the other way you can live through this. I have never actually played the game without one of the two, so I don't actually know what happens if you don't have them. I'm going to guess that you die, and maybe your only way out is to send some other character, some other companion to beat on the crystal, and then you lose them permanently, but at least your main character lives. I'm actually not sure. If you guys know, leave a comment. I'd be interested to know what happens. You stand at the edge of the lake. The bobbing of the ice and the rippling of the water's surface slows until you're looking at a moment frozen in time. When the world begins moving once more, it moves in reverse. Okay. I really just want to find my party right now. The surface of the water churns and roils like it's about to spew something up. And it does. The fragment of Ionni Brathr rises, unbroken. Ice reforms along the surface of the lake, spreading in long, freezing fingers. Eyeless file out of the moon fragment and onto the ice. They wind around the moon in an ever-widening spiral. They stop as the head of their line reaches you. They speak in a single voice that resonates with grinding metal and hissing steam.
We shatter and sink, discarded like worn tools. Why have you consigned us to oblivion?
Cordant. You would have killed many innocent people.
We do not cherish violence, but we will fight to defend the legacies of this world.
The Eyeless stand tall, ratcheting their arms back.
In one hand a hammer, in the other a mace. We protect the greatest works of civilization, lest it collapse beneath its own weight.
Then why did you storm Durgan's battery 200 years ago? Their protest is as sharp as squealing metal.
We would sooner sacrifice our own bodies than dislodge a single stone from such a place. Why do you torment us with baseless accusations?
I think I'm just gonna tell them the truth, honestly. I'm probably gonna cross Ondra. She might not be pleased with me, but I'm gonna be honest here. Ondra changed you from a preserver to a destroyer. The Eyeless are still, but you hear their gears whir as their collective spirit ponders this.
Then we were betrayed.
God damn it, this is not easy. I mean, they weren't actually betrayed, right? They were just repurposed. No, you were adapted to serve a new purpose. He did not like that. The creature nearest you smashes its clubbed fist into the ice, roaring in protest.
And what if we adapted your flimsy hands with iron claws? Your brittle bones with mighty steel?
Wolverine! Another Eyeless brandishes a sickle as tall as you.
A part of ourselves was cut away, and we were made to betray something we cherish.
You feel their bitter agony like a hammer strike. The legacy of the Engwithans, you mean?
The bedrock of civilization.
Suddenly, they attack the ice beneath them, slicing and shattering it with mighty swings from their iron arms. And where the ice breaks, ancient towers rise, blotting out the blue sky and white peaks. Ondra wanted Engwithan civilization forgotten.
Better for her tides to ebb and her seas to dry up than to cover a single stone the Engwithans laid.
So yeah, this is clearly the opposite of what Ondra wants. They want to preserve everything. The ice shakes with the fury of the Eyeless.
Each culture builds on the bones of the last. Yet many only look up at where they would go, never down at the foundations that bear them. Like a mason who builds a listing tower.
The remaining ice sheet cracks and groans.
What peril do they inflict on their progeny? And what dishonor on their forebears?
You hear the strain of crumbling stone in the voice of the Eyeless.
An argument I've had with the Lore College. Now I have divine counsel in my favor, and I can hardly present it as evidence. How frustrating.
Wait. This is... Kana. This is Kana speaking, right? The betrayal of memory upsets you greatly. I'm gonna go with this one. You think it unwise to forget the past. And I agree.
It is unwise to douse a lamp in darkness, to cut the legs from a table. This forgetting is suicide, heresy. Every advance in the crafts and institutions of Kith was forged by skill and sacrifice.
You feel these words and the anger behind them in your bones.
A people cut off from their history will wither, and they deserve no less.
I agree.
That is why we must return to ourself and restore Abidan.
Okay, so I think there's a lot of choices you can do here, and these will affect the end game slides. I'm gonna be completely honest, I didn't do my playthrough planning for a specific ending up to this point. I just played the game the way I like playing the game and doing the choices that I enjoy doing while playing the game. And whatever it culminates to is what the ending is gonna be. This was not schemed up from the start or anything like that. I'm just gonna go with the flow. What do you mean about returning to yourself? Perhaps Abaddon was meant to forget his past, some knowledge to transfer as well. You speak as if history were a guide, yet it doesn't always provide a good example. Memory remains a burden even when the events and people it recalls are long gone. It's pain with no purpose. I kinda like the idea of restoring Abaddon. Unless I'm missing something crucial here. What do you mean about returning to yourself?
When Ionni Brathr fell, Abidan lost much. His will to preserve, the memory of how and why he died. But he built us with fragments of his own soul. In returning, we can restore what was taken from him.
I think it makes sense to restore Abaddon. I think what they're saying is true. I think people learn from the past. The previous generations paved the way for the new generations. Without them, there would not be us. Without the past, there would not be the present. Without the present, there won't be the future. So, I think it makes sense to preserve this. So I am going to say, very well, return to yourself and be the god of preservation once more.
We shall see this world and its people restored.
A great wind shoves at your back. Your ears pop and you feel for a moment as if all of the air is being sucked from the sky. Suddenly, it ends, and you are standing in the snow looking over Kieran's scar.
The Eyeless disappeared beneath the lake, their bond to Andra finally severed. With this threat ended, hope returned to the White March. Hunters returned to the wildernesses, and travelers to the roads. Tales of the Watcher's bravery replaced stories of monsters in the woods. The villagers of Stalwart busied their hands with work and their tongues with song, eager to seize on the promise of peace.
Okay. It sounds like a good outcome. Our Abaddon's hammer has leveled up. So let's see. We still have the Ring of the Ancient Forge, which I forgot to use. This would have been awesome against the tentacles, because it would hit in an AoE and stun them all. I just forgot about it. I was too focused on the defensive mind web. We also have Abaddon's Labor, which is the same thing. Grants Abaddon's power on... Oh, it's mythic now. Wow. Grants Abaddon's power on critical hit. Okay, so against vessels, it will prone them for 5 seconds. Range 10 meters. I feel like this is not right. And grants Echo of the Maker, a passive. Area of effect, 2 meter radius from the caster. They will be frightened. Vessels will be frightened. So this effect and this effect aren't particularly interesting. This can have some use for certain fights, but for this one I already have the helmet on Kana. Naturally, the Ring of the Ancient Forge is awesome, and Abaddon's Labor, I'm not even sure if I'm going to use it because of the fatigue, but it's good to have.
Hey.
Okay, so we gained extraordinary reputation with Stalwart, and let's check out the state of our quests. The White March Part 2 has been completed. We have, let me see, the Forgotten Army. I escaped the lair of the Eyeless, and as they died, their souls left their bodies. I was able to speak with them. They are fragments of the soul of Abaddon himself. I decided to allow them to return to their master so that he might remember the past and that he was once the god of preservation. Lair of the Eyeless. So, Ondra has said that the Eyeless are gathered together in a fragment of Ionni Brathr that lies in Kieran's scar, and that there may be a way to stop them if I can reach this place. However, Ondra has advised me that I'll need to recreate Abaddon's hammer. Okay, I did this. I reached the crystal at the bottom of Ionni Brathr fragment and struck it with Abaddon's hammer. Okay, so yeah. That is the end of the main story of the White March Part 2 DLC. I really think that both DLCs are exceptional. The first part, the second part, they're all really, really good. I'm very curious about this. Give me a second. I think this is just a bug. I don't think it's supposed to... You cannot go back in. Right, because this is submerged. But what happens if I click it? Yeah, they just... Okay. Let's not ruin the moment. Like I was saying, I think both DLCs are exquisite. They are very, very good. They're a proper expansion to a CRPG. I think they fit very well with what already existed from Pillars of Eternity. There is still something else for us to do, and I'm gonna go there now. I will not finish it, but I will start it. Which is, in my opinion, the area that holds the biggest challenge of the entire game. It's kind of tied, to be honest. I think the Abbey of the Fallen Moon, if you go the aggressive route and you have to fight all of the monks, I think that's more dangerous than anything else. But for the most part, just looking at specific events, not just, you know, generic enemies in an area, it holds the biggest challenge in the entire game. And it's quite cool. It's very cool. But yeah, the main story for the White March Part 1 and the White March Part 2 is excellent. I really love it. Every time I do it, I feel happy that I'm doing it. There are certain expansions to certain games that aren't exactly that interesting to keep on repeating, and it is with great sadness that I'm gonna give an example here. And the example is on my favorite series of all time, Baldur's Gate. So, if you've played Baldur's Gate 1, you probably know... okay, just a buff. You probably know that you have the expansion in Baldur's Gate 1, which is the Tales of the Sword Coast. And this is kind of beside the point of Pillars of Eternity, but just bear with me here. And that expansion adds mainly 2 areas, which is Durlax Tower and the Werewolf Island. And those are that expansion, those areas, I think they are fun to do, but it's something that I usually, you know, I like doing the first time and then I don't really bother with them too much again, unless I really want to do a full playthrough. I usually just skip them. In Pillars, I really enjoy doing everything. And, you know, if you're going for the Triple Crown, you need to do all of it. It's just extra challenge. I just like doing it. It always feels good doing the entire DLC. Give me just a second. It takes 24 hours to go to Kednua, but it takes more time to go over here, which is closer. Interesting. I'm gonna go to Kednua simply because I want to see what I have in my stash. And then we're gonna go to that area. We pretty much didn't use the ogre summons. We barely used the cannons. I think we used them once.
Last thing the Dyrwood needs is another foreign colony.
I was gonna say something, but I forgot. What was I saying? I don't know. I just mean I didn't even really need the buffs that we got, but they are good to have anyway. Okay. Oh right, I still have this guy, Marshal Forwin. This is to defend Kednua in a giant battle. We did pick up a new ally to help out with this. And the other possible ally was, I think the name was Darien, the leader of the Iron Flail. If you can have him as an ally, he can also help you out in defending Kednua. But since we killed him, we will not have him. Now, where is this lady that's waiting for me? Ah yeah, this can duplicate non-soulbound weapons, which is cool. I will keep this on me. And the rest of this can just go to the stash. Is it this one? No. The hell? Gita. They're just 2 prestigious visitors? Oh, okay, but she doesn't even grant anything. Okay, strange. Let's just keep going. I will do the quest for defending Kednua after I do this big area. I don't think it matters the order you do it in. I leave it for the end for some reason. Okay.
Place.
So we picked up our stuff. I don't think I have any intention of duplicating anything here. I don't think there's any item that I particularly need. You know, something that's not soulbound. Ooh, I guess the Rod of Pale Shades. Ooh. For Durance? Huh. No, but this takes up 2 hands and I want to have Little Savior. So never mind that. Okay, it doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter. If I think of something, I'll duplicate it. If not, I'll just leave it. Okay, so we are going to carry on with this party. I'm gonna go for this area here. which is still part of the White March Part 2. It is simply an optional objective. So just to refresh all of your memories, we went to Craghold Bluffs and we killed Consulhot. But on the outside we had a party of the Torn Bannermen, which were also in charge with killing Consulhot. We did not know who had sent the Torn Bannermen to kill Consulhot, but whomever it is also coming after us because we do have the phylactery, the Consulhot skull. And that person, thing, monster, whatever it is in this area. So that's the reason why we're coming here. We also finished the quest Lavender and Lie. Joining 5 other Eastern Reach mercenaries, Palagina became a passenger on an Omawa longship. Swift and full of weapon-bearing sailors, the ship came into regular conflict with pirates during the pursuit of Thomas's kidnappers. Eventually, Palagina and the crew spotted the valiant caravel holding Tama and were able to overtake it before it reached open water. With grapples and a fair share of acrobatics, the mercenaries and Omawa sailors boarded the caravel with Palagina in tow. The battle on the ship's deck was so thick with pistol fire that the smoke made it difficult to tell friend from foe. In the confusing melee, Palagina came face to face with the pirate captain. In the subsequent scuffle, the longship collided with the caravel and sent it lurching. The captain slid down a length of the deck and was knocked overboard by a poorly secured cannon. With their leader sinking beneath the waves, the remaining pirates quickly surrendered or dove into the water in an attempt to escape to a nearby island. Upon Tama's return, his friends and family held a huge feast to honor him, Palagina, and everyone else that helped save him. And we got the Lavender Wreath, which is a helmet, which makes us immune to sickened, but it's also irritating. So people hitting the character are gonna be sickened. Okay, that's actually kind of interesting. I'm not gonna use it on anyone, I don't think. But not bad. Okay, so let's explore this region. As large as these mushrooms are, you see far vaster forms dotting the swamp beyond the tree line. We have wraiths that like to abduct people, which is something that I do not appreciate. And yeah, you guys feel free to tell me what you thought about a bog bat. What you thought about the Kraken fight. I think it can be a little bit underwhelming. It seems like it should be a grand fight and it's over so quickly and many times so easily that it kind of doesn't feel like a proper boss fight. Oh, she's not abducting us. Okay. I still think it's cool. Just, I don't think it has the potential. I think it had the potential to be more. Is what I'm trying to say.
Keeping an eye out.
Maybe it's just because of the party composition. Maybe it's because we're at max level. But I mean, if you are playing the end of the White March Part 2, how are you not at max level? I mean, only if you do the White March Part 2 like in the middle of the game, maybe I guess that kind of works. Dude, the detection range on these rakes is insane. Sap really is a wonderful skill.
Hello.
We gotta keep remembering that it has been very, very useful all this time, ever since we got it. We have Bog. I don't know what these guys do. I don't expect them to do much. But, I mean, let's see.
Yes?
There's a Bog Guardian that's a druid. Sap. A Bog Lurker. A Lesser Pit Sucker Ooze. Okay.
Not this steam.
some moon spooders. I actually want to have a Dare tank, not Kana, but I don't think it makes a difference. I have 2 amplified waves readied up, so I think I'm fine. You can paralyze this bitch, even though she's gonna get sapped. You can go there, you can go there. The Grieving Mother can move in. We're gonna go for an amplified wave here. Okay, they're all knocked prone. Cool. Chill Fog. And then book and shoot. You buff us with crits. The Grieving Mother is gonna toss out another amplified wave. And I'm gonna start shooting whatever, this one. You can come over here, you can toss out a painful interdiction, give us some accuracy, focus on the Bog Lurker, which is moving while prone. I love it. And by love it, I mean I hate it. Knock him prone again. He's also attacking me. Still prone. Shoot there. Shoot there. Man, everything is stunned or prone or whatever, but they're still shooting. Sacre Bleu. Also, Sacre Bleu, this has been the invocation I've used the most throughout the entire game. I mean, I can go for some damage here, I guess, why not? But Sacre Bleu, very, very good invocation. Are they immune to cold? No, they take cold damage, okay. Kana, you can hit. The Grieving Mother can silent scream this guy. You shoot this one. Whoa! What hit Durance for so much? I don't know. Well, he shouldn't be in melee anyway, but I think he's tanking this Bog Lurker because of reasons. Stun. Knock him down. He's immune to stun, I believe. Okay. Back up. God damn it, leave me alone. Blind.
Yes.
Okay. Durance is safe. Eyeless, back up as well. Okay. They are very resilient. Can I paralyze you? No, he's immune to paralyzation. Dude, will you die? Knock him prone. I think they throw out vile thorns or something like that.
And what does the flame reveal?
I think that's what was hitting me for the most damage there. We have a human. Okay. You notice movement amidst the mud and debris. Inside one of the broken crates, a young bat flaps feebly, pinned in place by a fallen plank. Pick it up. You gently lift the plank out of the way and pick up the young bat. It squeaks once, but it seems otherwise content to peer out at the world from the relative safety of your hand. We got a bog batling. Nice. Okay. Let's check them out. So we have the piggy. Where is the batling? Here. I expect him to be a little bit creepy.
What is it?
Oh, he's actually not that bad. But again, piggy just wins the cute war. So yeah,
They
let's carry
see
on.
nothing while I see much.
An ancient tower. This place is marked, probably for a reason. Lesser pit sucker ooze. A lot of pit sucker oozes with a greater pit sucker ooze. This is a choke point, but I don't want to get flanked, so let's clear out this one first. Is she alone? It looks like she's alone. Yeah, she's alone. Yeah, they tank a lot of damage. Okay. So with this one done, I am no longer gonna get flanked. So we can just send it there in the front here. What is that? I have no idea. Vigorous defense to defend against whatever that is. We can even hold our ground here. We're gonna debuff them and then buff my party. Kana will stay where he is. You are gonna toss out a Shadow Flame. I am going to sap that big one over there. You're gonna shoot that one over there. Oh my god, paused at the right time. Whee! Okay. So, I guess Kana can go there. And you can go there. And you can put a chill fog over here. Okay. Some books here would be nice. I could go for an amplified wave on top of my friends there. They are immune to knockdown, but they do take full damage. Or full crushing damage, I should say. You guys can go over there. Do it again. Let me sap the big one. What? Oh, it tossed like a wave.
Helpful?
Okay, he's stunned. Let's blind it. Amplified wave, doing damage. They all died to chill fog. Finish it up. Okay. Pretty simple.
Keeping an eye out.
A friendly will-o-wisp. This smells fishy to me. Some fireflies. I'm curious about this area because it's marked, you know, with the reference there. There's bog bats. Okay, dude, hey. What are you? Why are you friendly? Never trust friendly enemy types. Fishy. Very fishy. We have some bog bats, let's kill them. You can buff up. You can buff us up. You can shoot him. You can shoot him. Crap. Back up. Let's leave the immune person to tank the stupid spore. I'm gonna get a defensive mind web. Yep. And Eyeless is gonna start just shooting that thing over there. Shoot that thing over there with the sap. Vigorous defense. Okay, mind web is up. Shoot. You stay where you are. Okay, awesome. He's injured.
So much for you.
Man, this guy is so tanky. Holy crap. Go there. Debuff. Hit him. I'm immune, bitch. There is taking a bit of damage here. I'm gonna charge into that guy. I think I'm gonna buff up. I don't know what he does. Because it's a giant dank spore. Okay, so what did he do right now? He did something, but it's not showing here. Misses. Yeah, it doesn't say what it does. So I'm a bit afraid. If I can sap it, I should be fine, and then blind it. I would love to paralyze these enemies here, so let's cancel this charge for now.
Well, fine.
You can give us some extra accuracy. You can shoot that. You can go there. He is immune to paralyzation. Let's dash over there. We have a lot of focus points and we still have defensive mind web, so we should be fine. Let's get out of range here. Okay, so Eder is on top of this guy. I'm gonna swap my hammer. Do this and start beating on him.
So much for you.
Why don't you activate this, man? Do it! Thank you, Jesus Christ. Okay, paralyzed, paralyzed, paralyzed. Focus on that. You keep focusing on him.
So much for you.
Let's get a amplified wave, followed by an amplified wave, followed by a shot. You can throw a book and then shoot. And I'm going to use my AoE stun here, which is 1 per encounter, Ring of the Ancient Forge. Okay, I stunned all of the little ones. Oh, and this guy is proned, actually. I can prone him. So let's prone him again. The Amplified Wave also proned him, so everything is dead. Cool. Charge this guy. Everybody else focus on this one. Good. Hit. Hit. Perfect. And perfect. Okay. So, a few more fights done. We are clearing the way to our main objective in this area. Which I'm fairly certain that tomorrow I can get it done. It is a large area, but I think, I think we can do it in a single episode.
Hey.
So yeah, in this one we got a lot completed. We killed the Kraken, we completed the White March 2 main story. We are making our way into the last area of the White March expansions. I believe this one, I actually don't know if this is part of part 1 or part 2, but it is the biggest challenge in the game in my opinion. So it should be fun. And then all we have left is the companion quests and continue on the main story of the main campaign and finish off the game. It's still a few episodes away, but we're getting a lot closer. As usual, my friends, thank you so much for being here with me in the channel, watching some Pillars of Eternity. I hope you guys are enjoying this. If you have any questions or suggestions, leave a comment below. If you guys are enjoying the content, consider subscribing. There's videos coming out every single day, and I hope to see you all in the next episode. Until then, stay safe everyone. Peace.